It's been great. The energy's been good. When you're able to have experienced guys in your program, big guys that do a lot of things for your program, having Jordan guys back who's battle tested. We have 4 guys that played in a lot of minutes for us, and Javonte, Jeremiah, Kevin, and guys, and there's some key guys in there. Then you add some new talented young guys. The energy's been good. Our veteran guys have been doing a good job leading us.
A lot of newcomers, and let's go through them. Start with Torrence Watson. Great high school career in St. Louis. How does he carry that into his freshman season in college?
I think he'll be great. I mean, he has the ability to score the ball. And I think the biggest key for him, we talked to Torrence about, just do you, be who you are, score the ball, be shot ready, stay aggressive. Because what happens sometimes when you're a young guy, you're learning new things, you get bogged down, and all of a sudden you somehow seem to not realize how good you are because you're going through so much. But I'd say you're a talented player. You're going through, like any freshman, I went through it. But just understand who you are and maintain your level of confidence and your level of toughness.
KJ Santos, a JUCO guy, what can you see him bringing to the team?
6'8" athlete, runner, jumper, slasher, has the ability to be an elite defender. Great job slashing to the rim, getting offensive rebounds. He's physically strong, athletic, great addition.
Javon Pickett's a kid that you've praised in the offseason because of the amount of work he's put in, and how is that work translating now?
From the time he got here in June up until now, I think he's probably made the greatest strides. But he puts a lot of time into it, and I thought Cash has worked extremely hard. But Javon, like clockwork in the morning, 6:15 in the morning, come back at 11 a.m., then all of a sudden practice your weights, and this is every day, like clockwork. And you see the growth in his game, but the confidence, his preparation, his focus, his willingness to ask questions and learn, he's been a great addition.
Xavier Penson, one of the point guards, and are you going to need him to jump in right away?
I just want him to be him. I mean, he's a guy that has a lot of flash to his game, but also has a lot of substance, a real good feel for the game, understanding where the ball needs to go, a good ability to pass the ball, make good decisions with the ball, but he also has the ability to score the ball. So, again, I want him to be the same guy. Like I tell all our freshmen coming in, be who you were in high school, but continue to grow in doing that. I don't want guys all of a sudden to come and change their game. I want him to play his game. I want him to be aggressive. I want him to be active. I want him to move the ball. There are sometimes he'll turn the ball over because, again, he has a little flash to his game, but I want him to be aggressive.
2 guys that will have to sit out this year because they're college transfers, Mark Smith and Drew Smith. Let's start with Mark. Missouri fans saw him in the bragging rights game last year. He's a real talented kid from Illinois.
He is talented. You know, Mark is 6'4", probably 220 pounds. He probably came in at 230, but around 220 now. Done a great job trimming his body down, something that he wanted to do. But I think just the overall game, he was talented then, and we want to keep working on his shot ready all the time, being an aggressive scorer, and just being a complete basketball player, because he's a guy that can play some point guard, can play off the ball. And the biggest thing I talk about him, just being a great guard, just playing the game, reading the defense, making plays, being assertive. And I think he can be a guy that can be special on both sides of the ball.
Drew Smith from Evansville.
Talented player, man. And Drew's one of those guys that can do a lot of things for you. He can be an elite defender, he can be a defensive stopper, he can guard the ball, he can guard in the post. He knows how to move the ball. He's a guy that he can really play 4 different positions, can make shots. Come from a great program in Evansville, so he knows how to play in the motion offense. He knows how to read defenses. So a guy that you can plug him in a lot of different places.
What do you want those 2 guys doing as they're sitting out their transfer year?
Just really get better, and they have to push. One, they have to continue to improve their individual skills. I think those guys prep work, individual skill work, and just getting better. And I think both of them has to get better at being more vocal.
Christian Guest, a true freshman from Cleveland, he just got here.
To his credit, he's done a great job of getting acclimated. And obviously the team has really embraced him, but he's done a great job reaching out to the team, getting to know guys, coming in the film, coming in watching film, working on his game. But his mental toughness, his physical toughness, and wanting to get better, he keep reaching and keep asking questions. He doesn't give up. I like his fire. If you watch him on film, he plays a lot of energy and a lot of passion. I think that'll be a great plus to our program. Parker
Braun has the family ties. Mike Sambody, his uncle, played here. He's a guy who turned down scholarship offers to come here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a good player. I think the biggest key with Parker at 6'9", he can make shots, he can play around the rim, he can block shots, he can run the floor. And again, he's one of those guys, I think the growth, physical growth in his body, but also the growth in being more vocal on the basketball floor. But he's a real good addition to our program.
Brooks Ford, Evan Yurkis, these are guys, I mean, walk-ons, they got to do a lot of dirty work. What can they do to help the program?
I think Evan, a guy that's part of our program, has done a lot of good things on the floor, works in his game a great deal. And I think Brooks having him, the great thing about Brooks, he understands this world. I mean, because he grew up in this world, so he's seen it up close with his dad. He knows what it looks like. He's been in those locker rooms. So I think having that addition to your program They give your guys a different level of insight to what it looks like, the approach, and how to play the game, what to look for in the game. This is what coach might be thinking. I think it's great to have them.
So as we look towards November 6th and the opener, Central Arkansas, you're trying to mold this roster, get the chemistry going.
Well, one of the things we spent a lot of time on since last season up until now is taking care of the basketball. You want to be able to play with confidence, but we got to do a good job of not turning the ball over. I think that's first and foremost offensively. I think the other thing is really utilizing Jeremiah, Javonte, Kevin, Reed, and those big guys around the rim, because I think that's an advantage and it should be a plus for our program. Though we have talented guys on the perimeter, we have to utilize those guys. Every time down in some capacity, one of those guys needs to touch that ball and make something happen, whether they're moving the ball, setting the ball screen, posting up, making a shot, because they're experienced guys that battle tested, and we need those guys to help us win games. And I think on the defensive side of the ball, I thought we were a good team last year. I think we can be a great defensive team this year.
Go! We attack!